It's been 3 months since Demon Slayer ended, and I still hate it. Good morning, pizza people. And I know I said the last Demon Slayer video was gonna be my last, but recently some Demon Slayer content appeared across my feed, and I decided it was time to look back at that series and think about why I truly hated it 3 months later, to see if maybe I was just overreacting at the time, or maybe I was thankfully right in my criticism of the series even 3 months down the line. First off, I would like to go off and say that I genuinely still do hate the ending, okay? Like, I went back and looked at some of my opinions and some of my old videos about, like, how Demon Slayer should have ended, or Demon Slayer in minutes, and honestly, my opinion now is that it still could have been done a lot better than it was. Because first of all, a lot of the deaths in Demon Slayer and a lot of the ending of Demon Slayer overall just felt rushed and kind of overly just congested, in my opinion. Because first of all, we went from everybody fighting the main villain to everybody barely making it, and there's only being about less than half of the main cast left. And now let me get this straight. First of all, there's nothing wrong with killing off a lot of the main cast, especially in your final stretch of the story, but it all depends on how you do it for it to come out the right way and not come off as overall just garbage, in my opinion. Like, I personally think if you were to ask a lot of Demon Slayer fans about how the series is today and how they feel about it 3 months down the line from its ending, and not just being overhyped with the fact that, oh, it's over so we have to give it praise or whatever, I'm willing to make a bet that a lot of them would agree with me that even now the ending still sucks. Like, looking back, that ending was just not the best with how the series could have possibly been continued, how the series like gave us a sort of an ending with Tanjiro becoming a demon, but at the end of the day it was just like, oh, he's not anymore. Like, that just, looking back on that, bro, that still sucks. Like, I think that could have been done a lot better and executed a lot better. Like, there was no point in even making Tanjiro the final villain if you weren't gonna push through with it. Like, it was just worse than Kaguya appearing out of nowhere, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, it still happened. And another thing I saw upon my rewatch and looking back upon the series was the fact that the author almost wrote herself into a corner, especially with that final fight between Muzan, right? Because we saw for almost, it felt like 10, 20 something chapters that it was the same repeat and rinse recycle with Muzan, right? It was just a lot of, oh, I think we're gonna defeat the main villain. Oh, we just have to hold out a little bit longer till the sun comes out. Rinse and repeat, repeat, repeat. Like, I would be a millionaire right now if I could count how many times that the characters always said when they were fighting Muzan, oh, we can only hold out a little bit longer, but I'm at my max power. I don't know how much more longer I can go. And then they just kept going for hours and hours on end, bro. Like, to be honest, bro, when I was watching this and reading this, bro, I really felt like these characters should have been dead a long time ago. Like, it felt like since the author of the series made Muzan so overpowered that she didn't know how to defeat him logically without making it seem like BS, but she also didn't want Muzan to just overpower the main characters and then having the series end on a sad note. But knowing that the series wasn't going to continue after this, they just wanted to force an ending, but they didn't know how to make it good. So we ended up with the over long drawn fight that we got by the end of the series that didn't even feel like a good final fight, to be honest. It just felt like meh. You know, like, I think this series could have ended out on a lot better note if we weren't, like, rushed to as fast as an ending as we did. Like, I would have been cool with Muzan escaping and then we got, like, a whole another arc, or Tanjiro moving on and escaping as Muzan's clone or whatever, and then they had to track him down years later. Like, that would have been a lot cooler ending for the series instead of the BS that we got now. Like, I will fully admit, bro, I was a Demon Slayer stan, bro. Like, this series was straight gas up until this final arc. Like, I was genuinely enjoying, like, where this series could possibly go, and it really felt like the series had a lot of potential moving forward, but it just didn't use that potential in the right way, leading to the series falling off for me and honestly being one of the biggest disappointments of my manga reading in the last 2 years. Like, legit, bro, I was calling myself Tine Zenitsu, bro. Like, I was genuinely hyped for a lot of the characters and relationship moments. Nosuke, Zenitsu, and Tanjiro, that was best duo at one point, bro, and now I'm just looking at it like, it's no point now. Like, there's no point in whatever they do because it sucks. Like, I just genuinely think that this series deserves so much better. And I don't want to hate on the mangaka or anything because they genuinely feel like, I feel like they were trying their best in order to write themselves out of a corner, and everybody messes up sometimes. Because, like, I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not even excited for the Demon Slayer Train movie no more, especially knowing how the series is going to turn out. Like, such a great arc like that, for it to end up being useless by the end of the story, it kind of kills the mood for me. But, pizza people, I'm done sounding like a Demon Slayer ending hater for the last 5 minutes. I think you guys got the point across that I genuinely just don't like Demon Slayer's final arc. Like, the rest of it is fire, but even looking back 3 months later, this series just was not hitting like it was supposed to be. Maybe they'll get a revival arc with their new generation of kids or whatever. Still don't know how I feel about that. Overall, that's a meh to me. I could care less about them, but who knows? Maybe they can revive it and save this series for me one day. But until next time, pizza people, I have more anime videos that you should watch and more things that you should be interested in. So please go check them out down in my channel box and in the description down below. But until next time, my name is Tine Pizza, and I will see you pizza people later. We move.